Hey everybody, it's Robin over at Sanctuary Holistic Kitchen, and I am going to show you what to do with the mullein that you found. First of all, you can check out our previous video that shows where you can find it and how to identify it. One of the most important things that you can do is only take what you need. So really you just need a few leaves for yourself and your family at a time. That way the plant can keep growing and there will be plenty more for everybody when they need it. So I'm going to show you how super easy it is to make a couple things at home with mullein. So mullein is a respiratory and lung support herb. It can be taken before illness starts just to make sure your lungs are nice and healthy, or it can be taken as a remedy during times of distress. And so I'm going to show you super quick. Let me see if I can flip this camera around. Of course it doesn't want to, but let's do it this way. So first I'm going to show you, these are our mullein leaves. And they're nice and fluffy. This is the older plant leaf, which you can learn about in our previous video, and then these are the newer ones. All of it can be used, okay? And so what we've done is we've rolled it up like this and taken a pair of scissors and snipped it into tiny, tiny strips. So this is the fresh stripped mullein. Cut it up in as tiny pieces as you can. And then you can do two things with it. You can either dry it just on a baking sheet with a little bit of cheesecloth on top for a couple days, like this. You can put it in a food dehydrator or in a super low oven at 150 to 170 degrees and dry it out for about an hour or so, and then leave it out overnight, and then you can put it in a jar. This is both the dried and the fresh makes excellent tea, and it's delicious, and you can start drinking it right away, either hot or cold. You can drink it all day long if you feel that you're fighting off something. The other thing that you can do with it is make a tincture. And so a tincture is an extraction, usually with alcohol. And so we've taken some mullein leaves and we're doing a maceration tincture, meaning that this batch is going to take a couple weeks to be ready. And we just used 90 proof vodka and poured it over top of the cut up leaves, and it's sitting in there. And what we're doing is we're giving it a good shake every time we walk past it in the kitchen. And in about a minimum of 2 weeks, ideally would be 4 weeks, you can get a pretty good tincture out of mullein. Mullein tincture is a little bit faster than some other plant matter, and so generally a tincture would be 6 to 8 weeks, but this one is like a 2 to 4 week. The other thing you can do is we'll be putting on our website a link to make one of these guys. This is a percolator, and since everybody has lots of free time on their hands at home, you can make a percolator like this, and we're going to be doing another video maybe tomorrow or so showing you how to percolate any sort of tincture. And a tincture percolated can be finished in about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, depending on how tight you put the wadding in the neck of the bowl. So this is just an old vodka bottle that we used a glass cutter on the top, which you can get at Home Depot or order. Really easy. And this is just a plywood or a 1x4 scrap pieces of wood that we turned into a little stand for it, and we'll show you how to do that on our next video. But for now, you can go out and harvest some mullein. You can go ahead and cut it up, and you can either make some tea, fresh or dried. If you're going to use fresh, you want to use it all right away. Make a big batch of iced tea and keep it in the fridge. You can warm it as needed. You want to make sure not to use boiling water, but just use steamy water on it. And you're going to let it sit for about 7 to 8 minutes. It's a little bit longer of a steep. And then whatever is left over, you'll dry, and you can keep that dried herb in your cupboard for up to a year, 2 years, depending if it's away from light and heat and all that. So I hope you enjoy doing some wild foraging for mullein. Really great for respiratory health, really great for lung support. Get out there and take only what you need. Share with some friends. See you next time.